there is no ASMR. It's just ASS. That's all you get when you come this way without a single R, dude. Like, it's just nice try, A for effort, but like
That's what I thought.
On the Mascos part. I just don't have it. I can't do it. I got no BB, no ASMR. I got nothing. I got 1, 2, 3. That's all I got. That's what I do.
Well, we'll leave it up.
Can you hear me on this one?
I can hear you on that one, yeah.
Switch to this one then.
All right, let's try this. All right, we're gonna do a quick switch.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to grab. That's a big y'all up.
My close up, Mr. Yager.
Now we've got to figure out how to get all of us in the picture.
We'll just have to.
The same ball as like the canister company, right?
Well,
like
and you know and you know like what the commentators call it, right? The ball arena. We call it the sack.
Get the hell out of here! No,
I swear to God, we call it the sack. I swear to God.
All right, I'm done.
That's it. Yeah. End the show, Johnny. Go raid somebody. We're good.
We call, I
On aircraft last week.
I'm glad. I was gonna say I'm glad Coastal gave that lady his 2 inches worth. I mean 2 cents worth. I'm sorry.
You got Marky bad. I love it. No, that lady, like, she wasn't even discreet about it. No, you can ask Johnny. She, like, literally leaned over John's shoulder and looked at my phone. Hello, everybody.
Yo, what is going on?
There's a big logo in front of your face.
A big logo in front of my face?
Yeah, the RMP
Why?
logo is just in front of your face.
Oh. You know why?
Because you subscribed for 42 months.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at you.
Look at me with my 42 months.
Everybody got a Christmas gift right there. All right. Looks like everything is looking good. What do we got here from Hunter? "'Twas the recharge before Christmas. Amidst all the feuds, the rascals were present to hang out with the dudes. Happy Sunday, Johnny and friends, and a very early Merry Christmas to you all."
Very good. Merry Christmas
Merry
to
Christmas.
you. Yeah. Hunter always has little clever things for the Christmas time.
Oh, actually, you know what? Before we do all the intros and stuff, before we do all that, Lucas, I do believe that 'tis be the time of year where you have one of your jingles.
Well, but hear me out. Hunter is my writer. I'm just the performer. So if Hunter writes me something, I will be happy to sing a little tune for everyone.
Do you not have one from last year?
No, I didn't. I don't know where he's got that. Here's the thing. Hunter needs to see if he can come up with a one for cease and desist.
Why is that?
Well, because that would be great. Remember when he does the little the Grinch one? Remember he did one for J.K.
Yeah,
Pop,
that's
for
the one that you're famous for.
I don't remember the words. Do you remember the words?
I'm not the one that sings the jingle every goddamn year.
He's doing it every year, I don't think.
He's done it, I think, almost every year for the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I did it the last couple of years.
Oh, well, I tried to help you there, man.
I know.
All right, we'll give you to the end of the show.
I'll see what I
The end of the show. Hey, while you're doing all this other stuff, you gotta remember all that.
Yeah. Let me see what I can come up with.
John, you're gonna get visited by 3 ghosts here if you're not careful.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Recharge Before Christmas. How you all doing? I am your host, Johnny Deathdrop. And yes, we get to talk about more of the wake.
Yeah.
Hooray. So happy. Before we get into
It's like
everything,
this.
of course, let's introduce the panel. On the left, he is the one that lives way up there on the east coast of Maine. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
He
Up
is
there too.
also your resident white ass kisser himself. He is
Here we
the
go again.
one
Here we
and
go
only
again.
Coastal freaking Crusader.
What's up, everybody? And yeah, well, it is a very wake miss. We did have a very awesome main event tonight with Damon Ace in it. We also had a bonus match where Johnny Casanova gets his revenge and puts, as he says, the final nail in the end of the law office.
And on the right, he is your resident encyclopedia of Rocky Mountain Pro. He is also a CMS journalist, and he is one of the voices of Rocky Mountain Pro Charge. He is the one and only, the Grinch himself, Lucas Bradwell.
Wrench.
But my heart grew 3 times its normal size because we've got a big show here tonight, or kind of a 3-time show because we're going to go over Charged and a couple of the last episodes, and maybe do a little rewind and have a good old night. So,
Well, let me stop.
there.
Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there, sir. All right. So, because this is the last show of the year for the Dudes and Belts, we will be off next week. We typically do this every year. We take a week off for the holidays. We will be back January 4th, which is the week after. Since we are kind of in the process of wrapping out the year, and I saw that the next NRW Charge episode is extremely long, longer than most of them. I figured we don't get a chance to do this a whole hell of a lot. I figured the second half of this show, we're just going to sit down and chat with all of you guys in the chat between Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble.
Alrighty then.
And we're going to talk about
Is it
anything.
Festivus?
We're going to talk about anything you guys want to talk about.
Oh, you just opened it up to the airing of grievances.
Yes. Yes. This is where our show gets very entertaining at times. Depending on who's on chatting with us, you will understand why. But of course, we got business to take care of first before we get into all that. We have episode 477 to talk about. It was a hell of a show. Lots going on. Lots of announcements. Lots of matches announced. And it kicked off with our very own two-dame not two-dame. Yeah, no, I was right.
Yeah.
Two-dame talking about Peak of the Pack coming up for your Christmas Eve episode that's coming up on Wednesday. Talking about whoever wins this Peak of the Pack match will become the number one contender for the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship at the next Mile High event, which will be the NRW Classic event, which will be on New Year's Day, as a matter of fact. So,
Happy New Year.
that's one way to ring in the new year for all you guys watching at home. So yeah, give us your thoughts, and for all the people, and Lucas, you can probably start this off because you're there, and I don't know if because typically the past few years there's been some changes in the rules during the Peak of the Pack format over the past couple of years. For all the people who don't know or who are new to Rocky Mountain Pro watching for the first year in 2025, let the people know what the Peak of the Pack match actually is.
Yeah, so typically it's been usually 8 teams. A lot of the times these teams are randomly picked. So a lot of times you get, kind of a mix match team, very odd couple pairings at times. We start off with 4 of those teams in 4 different corners of the ring. We start off the match. Every time a partner is eliminated, that whole team is eliminated, and another team comes in to that match until you're down to the final teams. And once you get a winning team, Those two participants of that team face each other in a one-on-one contest, and to see who's going to be the number one contender. So big time this year. Little kind of nuance this year is that most of the teams that are going to be in the peak of the pack are already established tag teams. So that's something that we typically don't see. I mean, sometimes we see it, but it's when we do see it, we kind of scratch our head a little bit and wonder if there wasn't some funny business. This year, it's legit. The teams were, that's kind of how they were just put in this match, was they were already established teams. So
Yeah, and that's going to make the dynamic of the final even weirder. Like you're going to be standing across from a guy you regularly tag with, because sometimes it's, well, maybe you got thrown together and you've had one-on-one matches with this person before, but this is your tag team partner. This is going to be very interesting. What I find very interesting, Lucas, is the Tortured Souls are in this. Like, shouldn't the overall goal be to keep that belt on Coax because it's still in your faction? Or I don't know. From what I heard later on, they don't care who it's on, but they think Koa's acting funny, and I don't know. I think that's a recipe for disaster, Lucas. That whole Tortured Soul thing is not in good place right now.
No, not at all. You can also tell by the way that Kevin Koa was talking about who he's going to face at NRW Classic. You can tell that he's definitely not concerned with the Tortured Souls at all. What his focus on is he'll take on anybody. So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting, because more than likely, yeah, it's going to come down to guys who like each other that have to face each other. Whether it's we see that your new starting lineup is going to be in this matchup. We see that a lot of other established tag teams are going to be a part of this matchup. So it looked like Team Reckless was in this matchup, and they kind of had a little a kind of a fun little exchange with each other. So yeah, this is going to test how cohesive these teams are. Are they going to be able to survive still being a team after this?
Only time will tell. And we're going to find out Christmas Eve. So let's get
Johnny, do you want to give a quick shout out there to our man Corey?
Just going to go do that.
Cool.
Got a $10 super chat over there on YouTube from Corey over there. Have a drink on me, guys. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Hey, thank you.
All right. Moving on to our opening match of the episode. Very old school feel type match. I think you guys would agree here. Lord Mitchell Taylor going up against Brutal Bob Evans.
Yeah, right from the start, I knew I wasn't going to see any over-the-top rope suicide dives and Hurricane Runners and things of that nature. But what I did see a lot of was what I expected, was chopping. Poor Lord Mitchell Taylor got high-fived in the chest so many times by Brutal Bob Evans that I think he has Bob's ring size permanently into his chest now. They could size Bob's boxing gloves on Lord Mitchell Taylor's chest. The way that Lord Mitchell Taylor did, as we expected him to get the advantage, was, a little foreign object. That's awful royal of him. If it doesn't work, cheat, I guess is the... But he had the winning streak he was trying to go for, but it didn't work out too well. He got hit by a big shoulder tackle, Lucas. Brutal Bob picks up the win. Has a little fun with Ref Alex at the end. We got to work on Ref Alex's rhythm.
Yeah, little off. The timing was a little off. Yeah, but Brutal Bob put it into the streak, the big 2-match winning streak.
He almost was at Goldberg. Almost.
Yeah. Don't just a few 150 matches away.
Yeah.
But at least he won a couple matches during this time. Unfortunately, he just went against someone who's even a little more experienced than he is, which it doesn't happen very much. But you got Brutal Bob, who's seen it all, done it all. He was prepared for all the shenanigans that he knew Lord Mitchell Taylor was going to use. Even utilizing the Aristobrat out there. She wasn't enough of a help either. But it's great having Brutal Bob around. You know, it doesn't happen too much. So when he is around, just enjoy it, guys. It's a blast having Brutal Bob, watching him do his thing in the ring. And, you know, comes out victorious. We have a good old time, and Lord Mitchell Taylor gets his comeuppance. What could be better than that?
Brutal Bob was one of our very first guests, wasn't he, Johnny?
No. Yaden was our first one.
Oh yeah, well after Yaden. I said one of our very first.
No, then we had Bud.
I don't count Bud.
Wow.
Why not?
Because Bud doesn't like me.
What
For
doesn't like
obvious
very many people
reasons,
at
you're a
all?
wake ass kisser.
He's also a Bulldogs fan too. Yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Woof woof. All right. Moving on. We found out that we do have another Lockett's title match scheduled for is it Christmas or New Year's Eve for this one?
That one.
I couldn't
that one
tell.
is New Year's.
Is it
that
New
one
Year's
is New
Eve?
Year's Eve.
New Year's
New
Eve,
Year's
okay.
Eve. Wait, New Year's Eve is also going to be a supercharge, guys. We got a bunch of title matches and stuff. So big show on New Year's Eve.
All right, so mark it down in
You
your
guys-
calendars. June 4th, we're going to be reviewing Supercharge.
June 4th?
I mean, January 4th.
That seems like I was gonna say that seems
I
like a
wish it
long
was
time to
June
wait.
4th. I wish it was June 4th.
I thought you were gonna say June 4th we're flying again. I'm like, wait a minute, what? You gonna run this by me?
No, January 4th is when we will review Supercharge. But yeah, so the Lockett's title will be defended on New Year's Eve against Punk and Morgan and C-Rex. C-Rex basically muscled her way into the #1 contendership spot. What are your thoughts on Two Dame basically bowing down to C-Rex there?
Smart man. Two Dame is not dumb. He's a smart man. And whatever you want, okay. Hey, if Pumpkin wanted it, then okay. I'm really interested in this match because Pumpkin seems very, very either optimistic, confident, delusional. I don't know, but C-Rex has mauled every single person that has walked in front of her, male or female, Lucas. I don't understand why Pumpkin is so eager to be like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right. She seems a little maybe overconfident. I don't know. You know, Pumpkin has been a great champion, and I think she's a terrific in-ring competitor. But T-Rex is just a whole nother level, especially if she gets her hands on you. So it'll be interesting though. Can the all the shenanigans and everything that goes into a Punk and Morgan match, can that be enough to overcome just the sheer strength and brutality of C-Rex? That's going to be a kind of a sort of a chess match, because can she utilize, you know, all her horrible hygiene and everything else, and will that be enough to get C-Rex off of her game? Because if it's not, we're going to have a new Lockett's champion.
Yeah. If she gets cornered, she gets downed, mauled, whatever, it's going to be very hard for her to come back.
Question, Lucas. Is Supercharge going to be a live show, or is it going to be a tape show just like
It'll be
Charges?
taped.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be taped. Yep. Then we've are going to already have those already edited and ready to go.
All right. Yeah, that might give me something to do for New Year's Eve. All right.
I usually put together Legos on New Year's Eve.
You put together Legos and watch Supercharge.
That's what I'm going to do, yeah. I was going to say, like, do both.
Yeah.
And then we got Brian over there saying she's no Lola. Oh, speaking of
Ugh,
that,
Thank
we're gonna
goodness for that.
we're gonna get to Lola in a second. I might be live on my personal channel on Twitch on New Year's Eve, probably right after that. So we'll see what happens. I got about a week and a half to plan. Yeah. So We did have Lockett's action right after that. We had the Galactic Goddess, Trina, going up against the disputed Lockett's champion, Loli Yara.
The Grinch. She didn't even want her Christmas present. Like that's awful mean and nasty and very Preston of her to not want a free gift. Well, no, Preston would have wanted the free gift.
Yeah, he was.
Let's not get. Yeah, never mind. But still, like, Trina's out there trying to be, thoughtful around the holidays and put bygones be bygones for a minute. No, Lola just throws the gift away and then proceeds to just, a couple weeks ago, somebody walked by and said that she was a psychopath. I think it was Izzy. She's right. Did you see her tonight every time that she would, like, inflict pain on the Galactic Goddess? Just like when she had the knee in the back, she's smiling. Like, Lola's lost it somewhere. Like, it used to be like I just thought she'd go to any lengths to win. No, I think she's having fun trying to hurt people at this point. And I don't know, something is broken inside of Lola. And I don't know if it's because she doesn't have that belt or anything like that. But she took great pleasure in making sure everyone could watch her lock in that Peruvian sun lock and get the win here, Lucas. But there's something inside her that's broken.
Well, Trina almost had her arm broken. So I mean,
that's true. Yeah.
It is what happens when you hang out with people the likes of the law office. You hang out with the likes of Preston, and we've got.
Is that the Eric Reyes effect?
Yeah, we got Eric Reyes in chat. And there's old Sunshine there. So you hang out with those kind of people, and that's what happens. And to be honest, now she's probably worse than the rest of them. She just does not have any kind of remorse, any kind of good feelings towards anybody anymore. And you're right. She smiles. It makes her happy, inflicting pain and suffering on other people. So, unfortunately, this is just Lola. This is who she is now. Maybe this was who Lola was the whole time. Maybe she was just putting on this facade with the smiling and the skipping to the ring and waving to everyone, and maybe that was all just a facade. Maybe she's just been a miserable person this whole time and she finally was able to let it out. But either way, Lola has proven that she's still a big time threat to whoever the Lockett's champion is, and I still think that she will get that title back. Whether that's with the help of the law office or it's just her and her pursuit, because she's a focused wrestler. You can tell when she's in the ring, she is focused. And so I just have a feeling she's going to get that title back. We'll see who it is, but I think she'll be Lockett's champion again.
Well, I don't think she needs Preston. She picked up the win tonight. Yeah, granted, cease and desist was out there, but for the first time in a long time, I can say that no shenanigans really happened. So, I mean, she's focused. She wants that title back, and I think she could do it with or without the law office, honestly.
She can do it without.
She could.
I have faith. Sonny Flores, I took the gift. What was the gift? What was in there?
Probably, I don't know.
Lump of coal. Lump of coal.
For Sonny, I hope so.
Lump of coal.
That's what he.
What's your deal with Sonny?
Sonny's
I was just hoping
Sonny's a law. Sonny is a closet law office fan. Did you know that?
Well, everybody does now, Lucas.
He picked right.
Our host.
He picked right. I mean, why?
No, you picked wrong.
No,
very wrong.
No. See, we told you this was going to happen. Look at what happened the rest of the night.
What do you mean?
It was supposed to be a one-off. Go in and try and destroy the law office in the no man's land
succeed.
match.
Go in, and they did succeed in destroying the law office.
But look, they're still together. They're still wearing the merchandise, and they're still going to be running around RMP.
Friends, John.
I'm just saying. This is the beginning. They're
not out jumping people in the parking lot.
Oh, you wait.
Sonny said there was sprinkles, Legos, and pasta noodles.
What was it?
In
that track's coming from the most funnest tag team in the Galactic Empire.
sprinkles, Legos, and pasta noodles.
In that little bag?
Mm-hmm.
He
Wow.
gets those little mini macaroni like little thingies.
Just talks to me out camera. What? I just saw something from the founder.
No, I'm not
Is Lucas complaining?
complaining.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
are.
compl-
Yes,
What was I
you
complaining
are.
about?
You have issues with
What-
everybody. You
what was
have
I com-
issues with everybody. You have issues with Morgan Pumpernickel. You have issues with Slade. You
goodness,
have
here we
issues
go.
with
Here we
with
go,
Sonny
Tony.
now. It just doesn't end with you, does it?
Sonny started on me before I even said anything about him. So am I not allowed to take shots at Sonny?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. You have every right to, but you can't be, all up in arms when somebody in chat says, "Is Lucas complaining?" Because you do sound like you're complaining.
I just have problems with Sonny. I say he's a good announcer. He just
Well,
there's
no denying that.
He's got questionable taste in who he likes to cheer for.
He probably has close friendships with those guys. You never know. He's an announcer. What's he
Are
gonna
you
do?
are you trying to insinuate he is in the payroll of the law office, John? What are you trying to say here?
If he is, good for him. If not, good for him. Like I don't know what you want me to say. He's just a ring announcer.
Just a ring announcer. You know how he addresses you, Sonny. Just a ring announcer.
Hey, don't you draw a wedge, all right? With my side of the law office right now. All right. I'm just giving Sonny the due.
Okay. All right.
Lucas has problems with anyone who wears better suits than him.
Well,
Boom!
Then I don't have any
Boom!
problems with Sonny then,
Boom!
because he certainly doesn't.
Who's a better ring announcer? All right. We have some fans here in the chat that watch RMP on the regular basis. Who is the better ring announcer, Lucas Bradwell or Sonny Flores?
Well, I'll give Sonny the credit. I'll even admit that. He also does it on a much more regular basis than I do.
Yeah, but you had a nice little run when you were doing it. I think almost every weekend in the summer.
Yeah, and I was doing a pretty darn good job. But Sonny's doing great.
The correct answer.
Now who's trying to drive a wedge?
Hunter with the win.
He's not wrong.
Well, yeah, Arias Gray.
He's not wrong either.
Arias Gray shows up as often as Santa Claus does, so about once a year.
Neither.
Does Arius know when I'm sleeping and knows when I'm awake? That's kind of not okay.
A mime is a better ring announcer than Lucas.
Whoa! Now come on, Lucas. Lucas knows everybody's name.
I don't have my
You
sound
know,
effects
Look who
on.
it's coming from. It's coming from Reyes. Exactly.
All right. Martin Casals, Arius Grace.
Arius.
Arias Grace.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to say Lucas. Hey, you got a fan there.
Whoa!
Yeah, you got a fan there.
Hey.
All right. We will have time.
Corey does make a great point, though. I pissed off somebody from the state of Kentucky.
How would you manage that one?
Is that hard?
No, but
Nope.
he got upset because I didn't say anything. It was Lord Mitchell Taylor talking about the crowd at Bearstadt saying
Yes.
That Kentucky, gotcha.
yeah, and so
Yeah.
I said he was getting Colorado confused with Kentucky, and somebody from the state of Kentucky got pretty butthurt about that.
Well,
that's freedom of speech.
doesn't half the country get butt hurt now then?
Yeah, about something.
If you covered this country in preparation H, half of us would disappear.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. So we're gonna chat with you guys after we're done with episode 477. All right, we dedicate the rest of the night to the chat. After this, we're halfway done the show here. Moving on. Draper going up against Thunder Montoya. Give me your initial thoughts on Thunder here.
Lucas, you know Thunder. You've seen him, so you go ahead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's rocking with Thunder. Thunder, man, he's got a lot of energy. He's a strong, big guy. You know, he's about 6'3", probably about 230, 240 pounds. Pretty big, strong guy. But you know, he's in his first year. He's only had a couple of matches before this. He had a couple of matches on Ignition, and this is his first charge match. And man, does it get any more challenging than taking on Draper in your very first match on charge? It does not get any more difficult than that. But I think, all things considered, he put on a hell of a display against Draper. I think that he did very well for himself. I think he handled a lot of the situations that Draper was putting him in quite well, and was able to get some offense. Draper looked a little bit distracted in this match. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think there was times that Draper was more concerned with, you know, all the ladies that are, you know, dreaming about him and all that stuff. But in the long run, it was Draper, too much experience, too much, you know, of his athleticism and his just, you know, 15 years of professional wrestling compared to less than a year with Thunder Montoya. It's just too much for anyone to overcome. And Draper was able to pull off the victory. But what did Coastal, if you've seen a lot of debuts over the, you know, the several years that you guys have been doing this, I think Thunder showed up quite well, especially considering who the competition was. You know, do you think that Thunder Montoya's got a future, a pretty bright future from what you saw in this matchup?
Yeah, I actually do. I think he has the energy. Number one, he's out there and he's into everything. He's ready to go at it. He's not one of those methodical guys. I don't think that's his pace. I don't think he's going to sit there and try and, you know, re-educate himself in the match about, you know, holds and this and that. I think he's a power guy. I think he's an explosive guy. He's going to be very much a flow of the crowd. You know, if he gets down, the crowd gets down. But when that crowd picks up, he's going to feed off that. I think he needs to clean some stuff up. I think a lot of it, you could see before he hit the big splash there, he was looking at the crowd, looking around. Like, you can't do that, especially against a guy like Draper. Because as we found out, when the belt comes off, as do the pants, you get Draper bombed. And that was it. And it was experience tonight. It was, I'm going to weather the storm there, Big Hoss. I'm tougher than you. Welcome to the show. If we have learned anything about debuts at Rocky Mountain Pro, it's never easy. What is it with you guys? What do you not like about debut guys? Draper and Damon Ace for a while and Dustin. And it was like, man, how to start out?
Yeah, hey, you throw them in the fire, you throw them off the deep end and make them swim, swim or drown. And, you know, and it's probably not the worst thing for them for all these, you know, new white shirts to get the best competition possible, because how else are you going to learn? If, you know, I think you learn a lot more than if you take on another white shirt. I think that this is, you know, in the long run, this is going to help Thunder Montoya. And then what about what we heard from Draper at the end of this matchup? It looks like he's going to cash in his number one contendership, or at least he wants to get his Charge Championship matchup on New Year's Eve at Supercharged. So I look at Supercharged already.
Caden's going to be
stacked.
ready.
It's going to be a big thing.
I have no doubt Caden's going to be ready.
Oh, definitely.
All right. We have, okay. Lucas, next time you see Draper, tell him to cool it with the breakaway pins. This is RMP, not Chippendales. Okay, why don't you go tell him that? Why don't you go tell him that?
Yeah, Hunter. I don't have a problem. If he wants to show off for the ladies, who am I to say anything? You know, those women go absolutely crazy for it. So if he's the one that has to put up with all the ladies chasing him out after the show.
And besides, he's not in control. The evil mustache is in control. You guys have noticed since he got that mustache, he's been quite mean.
You're 3,000 miles away. Yeah, add him on Twitter or something. You're on Twitter constantly. Just do it.
Yeah. He's at Mile High Magnum.
There was something with Caden here. Oh, yeah, from Caden. Thunder Montoya has a bright future. I'm excited to see him learn and progress. Coming from your reigning charge champion, possibly former charge champion in a couple weeks.
Whoa, we don't think those negative thoughts.
Yeah, you don't.
All positivity here.
Yep, there you go. All right, moving on. And this is when the show takes a tumble here because we got to talk about the Wake. We have the former leader of the Wake, who might be the leader of the Wake now. We don't know. But we have Dustin Urich going up against Jacob East.
Yeah, Jacob East was like super hot out of the gate, man. He came flying into that ring. He's a tough dude. Like, he took it to Dustin. This match was outside, and he could slap Dustin in the face. That's kind of the first, like, that should be on the #1 list of things not to do to Dustin Urich. Don't slap him in the face, because he just got really mad and beat you up even worse. Like, but it was just back and forth for a while. I was very surprised with Jacob East's tenacity, the ability to take a lot of suplexes, beat them belly to belly, German. Dustin threw that man all around the ring, and he was still there right near the bitter end, you know. Dustin was just able to hit that dud, and when he hits that, it's all over. Like, very impressive win for Dustin. Hoping from here maybe we go get that title. He's looking probably at that. I say we. He's probably looking at that. You got to think that, but you got to think Damon is too. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting. I kind of like Jacob East. I like his style. I like, I'm a guy from the 90s, that was my teenage years, and so new metal and all that stuff, that's kind of was my thing. And I just like his energy that he brings to the ring and the tenacity. But Dustin Urich is the longest reigning Rocky Mountain Pro champion of all time for a reason. He's whether or not I like what possibly could happen with the Wake or not, that's not part of this. What is part of this is Dustin Urich is still a tremendous wrestler who I think can get himself back into the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship conversation. With the Wake, without the Wake, he's one of the top wrestlers we have. So, and once again, showing up against a guy who's very capable in Jacob East and still just was a little too much. I just am interested to see how the Wake continues to go on their separate little, because they each have their own separate little avenues, right? They all have their own separate goals and everything. So what is that going to do to, what is the main goal of the Wake? I'm asking you, Coastal. You seem to be the expert. What is the main goal of the Wake?
I'm not an expert. I just
Don't sit here and tell me you haven't swung DMs their way ever since they got back together.
Not at all. I would never do that.
You literally sent them
Liar.
drinks to Atlantic City when they were on vacation.
I did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
That was,
so
yeah.
Nothing would surprise me here.
What do I think the overall goal is with the Wake? I think it's stability, and that's what I've been telling you guys for a while. Things run better when they can just oversee everything, and everything's fine.
And they take all the titles, and do the exact same thing that they did years ago when they had all the titles, and that's their form of stability, ruling the roster, ruling RMB.
Well, they don't need to do that
anymore.
Success is
the overall goal.
We've got the IVF, he's been doing a pretty darn good job for the last month or so, filling in for D'Lo. And D'Lo's still probably pulling the strings, and Obviously, Mercury Yaden is still the founder of this company. He still has a lot of say and power. So we don't need a wake to do that. We've got leadership in place. So the wake is
Yes.
not needed.
Lucas, to be fair, we did have leadership back then too.
Yeah, but it was Titus Machiavelli.
Hey, we've had leadership this entire time,
It wasn't
and
just
things
Titus.
got out of hand. The law office got out of hand. It was stabilized.
Yeah, by D'Lo. We didn't need the wake.
D'Lo wasn't in the no man's land match like they were. They stabilized the
It's
situation.
not talking about the match itself. I'm talking about prior to the match when D'Lo Brown was suspending cease and desist because of their actions from the law office in Preston. Like D'Lo
And
Brown was
apparently
actually
ordering-
doing stuff to keep them at bay. And now
That was a long-term solution. This was a quick solution.
yeah, but the law office is still around, and quite honestly, the numbers have been stacked against him for the past month and a half, 2 months. Not just with the wake, but with everybody else upstairs in management coming down on him.
And for the entire half a year before that, they were stacking the deck for them. So it's turnabout is fair play.
I don't know. It was a change, Titus Machiavelli. That's what Hunter said.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He still was power hungry.
Yeah, I mean, you saw what happened. That's it for chats. The Avengers only come together when needed, says Gaten Koyama.
Correct.
That's,
And they were needed.
And
But it doesn't mean they
I
don't
kind of
hang out
agree with
after
this
they get
comment
done,
over
you
here
know?
too from Reyes. They've been treated unfairly the past month and a half, 2 months.
see, I can't get with the sympathy for the law office. They made their own bed. Now they have to lie in it. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
They had all the same advantages in that match that the Wake did. They had no problem coming out to jump Damon 4-on-1. So, you know.
yeah. And did you notice during the Lockettes match between Trina and Lola that they did not get involved?
I did mention that earlier. I did.
So I don't know. Can't really say all the time that they've been dictating decisions and matches and all that stuff because it didn't show there.
I mean, I mean, they affected it a little bit. Every time Reyes comes out, you just have to look and be like, what is that?
Exactly.
Just his presence is a distraction.
how about this rumor that our favorite Diamond, Mick Diamond, going up against possibly Kevin Koa, going right at the top of the mountain there.
Go get it, Mick. I don't know what conversation you're having if the other person's there with you and we haven't seen them, or if that's something you have going on. But good luck, buddy. You're gonna need to talk to everybody you can to figure out how to beat Kevin Koa.
I mean, what a way to come back.
Yeah, it's quite that is quite the way to try to return, I guess, full time. But Kevin Koa's, I'm telling you guys, I've been on the Kevin Koa train for a while. I think
we
this
all
is a
have.
guy who I would say so, but I would say I was the conductor of that train.
He was there first. He was saying at the end of last year
Here we go.
that Kevin Koa was going to have a big year.
Thank you.
Here we
Thank you.
go. Here we go.
Thank you. All I ask
I
is
see
just
where
to
this
get-
show
to
is
get-
going.
All I ask
What?
is to get the credit that when I deserve it. I don't expect any flowers thrown my way when I don't deserve it, but sometimes I say a couple things that make sense. And I was on this Kevin Koa train for a long time, and now everyone's seeing that this guy is going to be. I think he's going to be a long-time champion.
I
Longer
think
than
he's got some
Dustin.
difficulties. Ooh.
Oh, I mean, we're a long ways from there, but that might be an unbeatable record. But You never know.
See, I think it's the hardest part's just coming up for Cole. Yeah, he's got McDiamond, we believe, but he also has the winner of Peak of the Pack, and then there's another. wait, Is there another announcement later about something like anytime cash in? Is that the tournament at
I think that's
Well,
for the
no, so
NRW.
the NRW?
For what now?
No, because Lockettes can win it. I thought I heard
What's this?
at the NRW pay-per-view coming up.
So there's going to be 2 separate tournaments.
Right. Okay.
There's going to be a Lockettes tournament, and there's going to be a Rocky Mountain Pro Championship tournament.
And those are anytime cash-ins.
That part I will
Oh,
get
I thought I heard
clarification
that.
on it. You could be right. I might have missed that,
Yeah.
but
Thought I heard that. But anyways, like it's getting chaotic. And I know Kevin Koa thrives in chaos, but there's a lot coming at you.
well, and then Kevin Cole is going to have a championship match at NRW class against whoever wins Peak of the Pack. So
Right, yeah.
Which could be the Torture Souls, it could be the Reckless, it could be a new starting lineup. We saw a few of those teams talking about it. Could be Bryce 5 and Type 1 Warrior. There could be a bunch. Who knows? Maybe an appearance by SOB. Wouldn't that be interesting?
yeah, or what about Mooftop? Most funnest tag
Mooftop.
team.
Yeah. I mean, Yaden has a lot of experience in that. He's actually won that by himself.
Yes.
Has he won it twice?
Well, he didn't.
No, he came
No,
runner-up.
runner
he came
up.
runner up because Damon beat him for
Yeah.
the other. Yeah. But he was in the final. He's been in the finals like I think 3 times.
No, didn't he win it? He won it by himself without Curtis Cole.
Well,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, and then he was in the finals another time.
Twice.
Correct? Yes.
Twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one was against Damon, and the other one was Marty this past year.
Yeah, with Marty, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, he's been to the finals 3 times and won once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about experience in that particular match? That's your guy right there. And then of course we need to talk about probably a match we never thought we'd see. To be honest with you, you're talking about the early days of NRW to RMP, and then you have your resident Rocky Mountain Pro badass here for the past 5 years or so. Anaya going up against Damon Ace. Blast from the past between today's present RMP.
Yeah, this is matches we always talk about when we're watching the rewind. We're like, man, can we imagine Damon at his peak and Anaya here? Or as we were watching it, like, I don't know, guys, this was still pretty good given the current time frame and everything going on. You know, Anaya he's that like, I don't want to say he's like, he cheats all the time, but he's that weird like strength where you can never predict what he's doing because he's just fast, agile. He'll like, I don't know, he almost throws pocket sand without throwing sand. It's like, he'll find a way to just dig at you and get his offense in and just be kind of like a nap. But Damon, there are points in this match where you could just tell that the strength, like Damon's power is going to overcome any obstacle that he has because he almost spine busters Anaya through the friggin' mat. Like that thing was thunderous. And even like, I don't know if Damon's just on a next level of I don't feel pain anymore, but if I got mule kicked in, you know, the nether region there and was still able to choke the guy out after, I don't know. I mean, big win for Damon, honestly, but Lucas, I don't know what kind of different level Damon's on right now. If he can get hit in the, you know, face it right in the nuts there and keep going, like that's different.
Yeah, that he is. I'm wondering, you know, just everything that he's been through this year, if it just hasn't somehow it. I know this sounds crazy, but somehow he got even more tougher and more just like it seems like pain and suffering and all that doesn't mean anything to Damon. It's somehow it's even got him even more dangerous than he was before. You know, he's not the champion now, which that kind of in its own makes him more dangerous, right? Because when you're not the champion, you're hunting and you're not the hunted. So and you know, he's been having to deal with this law office thing. He just went through no man's land, one of the most brutal things we've ever seen. And now you're going up against a guy who's as dangerous as Anaya is. You know, Anaya's been in some crazy matches and has done just as much as anybody that we've ever had in Rocky Mountain Pro. One of the most decorated competitors that we've ever had, and yet Damon's able to overcome that after just 2 weeks removed from no man's land, and use that rear naked choke. We haven't seen him use that rear naked choke in a while. It's been quite a while.
It's been like 6-7 months.
Yeah, he busted it out. I'm not sure if that was out of kind of maybe somewhat desperation, realizing that Anaya is willing to do anything. Obviously, Anaya with the low blow, and so maybe Damon felt, all right, I got to do something to put him away now, and that was kind of what kind of presented itself was that rear naked choke. Anaya was opened up for it. Damon Ace, being a very accomplished MMA fighter, slapped it on, and even as tough as Anaya is, he wasn't able to overcome it. So it was a good night for your wake. As much as I I'm very hesitant to say anything good about the wake right now, just because I'm sorry. I'm going to be kind of like Johnny. I'm just going to be very hesitant on where the wake is going. I know they're saying all the right things. They're doing all the right things, but you get scarred when you've been through things. We're all scarred. You're not, but me and Johnny and a lot of other people who have been around a while are scarred from what the wake's done. So I guess it's just they're in prove it mode. They have to prove that their intentions are pure and good right now. So far so good. We'll see where it goes from there. And I see the rolling of the eyes.
Well, I don't know if the intentions are ever going to be pure and good with those group of guys. Come on, I mean, they are who they are, but I don't know if Damon thinks about pure and good things at all. I think he might go to sleep tonight counting, bats more than likely instead of sheep. But yeah, hey, let's see. Dustin won. Damon won. We still have to talk about Casanova, but spoiler alert, that was a win. It was a good night. Good night for the wake.
All right, before we get into that match and Coastal finishes off his midnight stand over here, we have Luis over here.
I think that's Luis.
Luis, hi, I'm from Brazil. Do you know how to speak Portuguese? No.
No, but we do know somebody that speaks Portuguese, and that is from Brazil.
We do.
We do.
He's around.
Member of the law. Yeah.
See, we have multi purposes over here at the law office. We kick ass and we know how to speak different languages.
I have a feeling Luis would be a big fan of Marcio Santos.
I believe it. All right.
Marcio might be a fan of him. He's not a fan of me. We know that very much.
Oh, we know. Oh, we know. The chat turns from nice and cordial to rough and edgy real quick when he jumps in. So
that's just his personality.
Jack McCready going up against Johnny Casanova. Supposedly revenge for him being the prosecutor. We don't know if he was a prosecutor the entire time. There's been no evidence of that, but ergo, this is what we have here. Jack McCready going up against Casanova.
Yeah, and what we had was two guys beat the heck out of each other all the way from the bottom floor to the top floor, up the stairs, down the stairs. I'm surprised they didn't end up in the bathroom. Hell, they ended up in a photo booth for a couple seconds there. I thought McCready was going to have his pictures taken all over Bierstadt. This was just a fight, and Casanova did exactly what he said he was going to do. He beat up McCready, and he beat Jack up, and the diamond hands were flying. Now, Jack, he got some shots, and I mean, he bounced Johnny's head off the second floor bar there pretty well. I thought that might
It was
have been
glorious
a bad
to
move.
watch.
No, it was not. I was very upset that Johnny might, that he could have dented the bar, man. Johnny's got a hard head. He's got diamond hands and a hard head, but that even still hurt. But this was crazy, and especially the end. Like, Lucas, you said that thing weighs 20 or 30 pounds. That little rolling dolly, that big piece of metal that Casanova.
At least that. Yeah, it's solid. I mean, we put the damn ring on them. There's only 4 of them that hold up. You know how heavy that damn ring is, so it's obviously very
That's
sturdy
crazy.
thing. Yes.
Because Johnny hit him flat with that thing, and I don't know, he probably knocked the lung straight out of him. But that, I mean, and still your NRW champion is Johnny Casanova. That was, Lucas, that had to be crazy to watch live.
It was crazy. It was crazy to call. We don't unfortunately have a live monitor, so we're doing the best we can calling the action. But I did see Standing on Business even came out.
I saw that. I was just going to mention that.
Yeah.
And so this I think kind of solidifies it. Jack McCready is an official member of Standing on Business. If they come out to help Jack, I think that proves that he's helping them and they're helping him. I'd say it's a done deal. Standing on Business now is legitimately a major threat in Rocky Mountain Pro.
And
I think they're a
boy,
major
is
power.
there history between them and the Wake. God forbid.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? Preston, if you're watching this from the comfort of your own home, you might want to invest in SOB. Have them take care of your Wake problem.
Now, could you imagine if Standing on Business and Law Office made some kind of deal?
Yes.
That would be scary. That would be scary. You can shake it off all you want, Coastal. That would be
amazing.
No, listen. Lipto and Maddox say he's not their type of people. I'm sorry. McCready is their type.
Well, we didn't think Marcio Santos was either.
We didn't think Dylan Anderson was either. Clearly,
no. I always
Dylan
knew
Anderson's
Eric Reyes.
barely a person, man. He's crazy, dude. That guy he's out there.
he went toe to toe with Damon for a while.
Yeah, that's terrifying, isn't it? He wasn't scared.
Someone has to
Damon
do
should
it.
Scare you.
Someone has to do it. Never want to associate with Jack McCready. Yeah, well, that's the thing. So SOB would have to get rid of Jack McCready, and then you guys can push towards SOB. Standing on Law. There you go. See, Sonny is already on it.
That's awful.
Already on it.
Business off. You were better the first time. Just quit while you're ahead. Son.
You were better the first time.
Not very
Sonny.
often.
even I have to say you were better off on the first one. Standing on Law sounds pretty good.
Look at you guys trying to make a dime off anything. I wonder if those Wakemas shirts are done yet.
Oh, yeah. Who's trying to make money here?
Exactly. If anything, you've probably blown through about 10 grand worth of your account just buying them drinks at Atlantic City that time.
No. I was good.
I bet you're still paying off that debt now, 3 years later, 4 years later.
No. My finances are all set, Johnny. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, that is episode 477, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to conclude that portion of the show. Final thoughts on episode 477 and what we have in front of us for the next couple weeks.
It was a crazy night on Charged. A very successful night for the Wake. We got to see Lola. Lola is still just as dangerous as ever in that Lockettes division. It'll be interesting to see who she's going after, be it C-Rex or Pumpkin. The NRW pay-per-view coming up is going to be crazy with the Peak of the Pack tournament. There's so much crazy stuff coming on.
Yeah, the next couple of weeks, big time. I mean, the holidays, man. you keep giving and giving and giving Rocky Mountain Pro to the Rocky Mountain Pro Rascals. All kinds of Christmas gifts coming your way. So
You can take back the wake,
uh,
though.
Well,
What? They're
well,
the gift that
yeah,
keeps on giving.
that you know, I'm scared of what the wake could be, but man, I must say
Telling you,
I
it didn't look
absolutely
good.
enjoy it.
Didn't look good.
I absolutely enjoy watching Caden Koyama as the charge champion. It's been probably my favorite thing all year is watching Caden Koyama defend that charge championship. So I won't say anything bad about that. So we're gonna see what comes up next week. Peak of the Pac, man. That's gonna be incredible because the winner of that gets to go on to the NRW Classic to take on the Rocky Mountain Pro Champion. That's gonna be great.
All right. Meanwhile, law office, in my opinion, says one half of cease and desist.
Well, maybe you guys need to get healthy. It looked like you guys are still licking your wounds.
I mean, that's a rough match. It's never happened before in wrestling.
I think Lola's the toughest one out of the group, though. Look at Lola got speared to hell by her own guy, Marcio Santos, and she was able to pull off a victory. So
She was, I believe, the only member of the law office to wrestle tonight, but 3 out of 4 of the wake members are. I'm not saying did they not get beat up as bad? I mean, they were out there.
Yeah.
Tough it up.
Well, you got to get a call from from D'Lo, or I guess now 2 Dame, to get your match in.
The IVF.
Yeah, so that's an issue that you might want to deal with. I don't know. Maybe the IVF is giving the law office some time to recoup.
Well, it'd be D'Lo, right? Not 2 Dame.
I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that anymore. Nope. I think 2 Dame is acting on his own. That is just my
opinion. What about
opinion.
all these matches that were just made in the tournament?
That's 2 Dame.
I agree.
I have not heard anything from D'Lo's mouth. I haven't seen him online. I haven't seen any interaction between him and 2 Dame in particular during any of these episodes. I think it's just 2 Dame. That's just my opinion.
You think 2 Dame is duping us?
I think so. I think 2 Dame is secretly a law office guy.
Well, I don't know. Now, come on.
I don't know.
I don't.
The stars are aligning.
I think he's just going into business for himself, doing what's best for 2 Dame, and I don't blame him. I think that's what's going on.
I mean, the law office is currently resting up, healing their wounds, and mostly everybody from the wake is still bumping and grinding. I don't know.
Still winning. Yeah,
they're winning. Congratulations. That's what the wake did for 2.5 years straight and wreak havoc on everybody. Yes, we know this. Pretty soon you'll start seeing rosin bags flying everywhere.
It gets windy. We saw it there in the No Man's Land match.
Show us the call log. I don't get the call log. Lucas, you're the journalist here.
So what do you want?
No, I think
what do you want me to do? Go to 2 Dame's cell phone carrier and ask for
subpoena, Lucas. Go get a subpoena.
No, just go to the quarry for one of these days, preferably before the next show, and just kind of casually scoot that phone over your direction and just kind of do the bump and scroll there to see if anything's current.
You know, though, I'm to the point. You know, that might not be a bad idea, but I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing out of 2 Dame, and I'm kind of enjoying it. And
Lucas, you have to redeem yourself, man.
It's keeping him. Hey, don't worry. There's something big happening. Don't worry.
Do you want to be the #1 CMS journalist again, Lucas?
Do you
want that? Do you want that?
Still,
I'm still and always will be. And you're gonna You're going to be eating your words in just a couple weeks, there, Mister Death.
No, I don't think so.
No, I promise you will.
I don't think so.
You got to
Okay.
trust in Lucas. Trust in the
Yep.
journalism.
Yep.
Trust in the power of
Oh.
journalism.
Yeah, that's much more. Podge is much more better than poo.
You mean be a journalist? Yes. Yes. He can redeem himself. It's possible.
All right, guys, you're gonna see in just a couple weeks.
Law office hates 2 Dame.
Hate's a strong word. Why you guys be out here hating on 2 Dame? 2 Dame is doing what he feels is best, that the way to support his IVF role and the voice of D-Lo. I believe 2 Dame.
Actually, you know what, Sonny? To be fair, yes, I agree with that statement that 2 Dame did do the no hair match. All right, I will agree with that, but I think 2 Dame is doing this in a form of an apology for that. You know what? I screwed up. I cost you your hair. You know what? After your No Man's Land match, take a month off. Go ahead and recoup.
Now you're starting to sound as bad as Coastal was now with these conspiracy theories. This is ridiculous.
The
no,
passing
no.
of the tinfoil hat has started.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna have to make a tinfoil hat for you now.
No.
They make a special Captain Asshole tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, actually, that is true.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, dudes. Yes. So, guys, the rest of this show, we're gonna be chatting with you guys on both YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble as well. Ask us anything you want, wrestling related, or if you want to spice things up, food or sports.
Yeah, food. Food, sports.
So the next 20 minutes to half hour is all you guys, because this is our last show of the year. All right. All right, dudes. Question: what was your favorite moment in your lives this year? Like, not just RMP, but your lives in general. Oh, I can't share that, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, you could.
What are you doing?
Well, no, actually, I don't know.
I don't know if it was the best moment, but a pretty cool highlight was I got to see one of the first years I coached varsity football. He played Division I football, and I got to see him play his first game in Maine this year. That was pretty cool.
Nice. Lucas, do you have anything?
You know, I'm trying to think. You know, I will say, I recently, I know Yaden talked about it, but I recently decided to start getting into strength and conditioning, trying to work on myself. You know, I'm in an age that I need to
upkeep.
I need to upkeep, and so I've made a big step along with my wife. We both have decided to really dive into the strength and conditioning, and you know, I haven't lifted in decades, man, and, to be honest with you guys. So I'm starting off basically from scratch, and it really has been a last month or so has been really big, and I'm feeling better, and I think it's a big it's been a big kind of step in my life, and so I'd say right now that's most recent thing, and so it's kind of stuck out, and I'm feeling good about it. So.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Hunter. I'm still alive after my 1 year of marriage, so
that's a big accomplishment.
I will take that as a win. How do you guys think, or who do you guys think will be a breakout star in 2026? Says Brian over there on YouTube.
You know,
deep thought.
Breakout is weird because it could be somebody young, or it could be someone who's like established, but they just haven't hit that big breakout moment yet.
Yep.
I think I think it's Two Dame's year. I think with all this going on, even if he did do it himself, like he's got to back it up. So I think this is a big year for Two Dame. I think Two Dame has a breakout year this year.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you know, this is the Christmas season. You're gonna be a nice guy and say the right things and do the good things. I'm gonna shock everyone right now. I think it's gonna be the breakout year of one Cookie Wright.
I like it.
I
like
think,
it.
I think he's going to.
Not Eric Reyes though.
I think either one of them could be, but
Just say cease and desist.
I just don't like Eric Reyes. Okay.
Oh my God.
So
listen, I think he's right with Cookie after that performance in No Man's Land.
Yeah, I think that Cookie started out the year. He's the man responsible for ending Brew's career at Rocky Mountain Pro, right?
Yeah.
And that happened early on this year, and now he just seems to be getting. Him and Eric Reyes were absolutely phenomenal this year, both of them. I don't like them, but they were both tremendous. Had a great year, and both have just gotten leaps and bounds better. I think Cookie. There's something about Cookie. He's got this star quality about him. He's got a little charisma about him. I think that if he's able to kind of break away from the law office a little bit and kind of shine a little bit on his own, I think he could be a major star. I see I see above and beyond just what we see in the ring. I see a certain star quality that he has. So. Oh, you're contemplating this really hard.
I was gonna say, did my sound go out? Like,
no, I have like 3 or 4. I mean, this is a tough one. It could go either way, but I might have to go with Marcio on this one.
That's not a bad pick either. I was kind of thinking about that myself.
I'm gonna have to go with Marcio on this one. It's a good question, very good question. We typically have this question every year, and we should be good at it by now, but
yeah,
we're not.
All right. You know, guys, thinking about it, since we're not doing a peak awards, who do you think was the breakout star this year? Who was it?
It would have to be Dylan Anderson.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I could say I would say that. I can agree with that.
He won the NRW championship twice, and he's your reigning Ignition championship or champion right now.
But does Kevin Koa not? Does he not qualify as a breakout star?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
You know, I mean, to me that would be my. But
I think if he won a milestone, I think that would have swayed my opinion.
Yeah. The other thing is a lot of us don't realize because we're focused on Rocky Mountain Pro. Yeah. Kevin Koa has already been a major player in Arizona, New Mexico. I mean, big time star down there. So he was already kind of established. He's been doing this a long time. So it's kind of hard to say that he's a breakout star. But for Rocky Mountain Pro, he definitely had a breakout year.
Oh, for sure. I know we've been kind of watching Dylan the past couple years, and I feel like this year, since he's been with the law office, he's just jumped leaps and bounds, and he's now one of the main guys on the roster. I mean, you saw the year that he had. He's a multi-time NRW champion and your reigning Ignition champion currently right now. So he's had himself quite a year. Anyone else I think Coastal was kind of agreeing with the Dylan
Yeah.
answer, unless you had somebody else.
And I kind of I can't really argue it. I you know I would for me personally I would say Koa, but I have no issues with Dylan Anderson. You know, being that guy. He definitely had one hell of a year. So
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I can think of is on the tag team side, it was cease and desist. I mean, they had a title reign. They were arguably the most dominant tag team in the division outside of Chopper City. So, yeah, I mean, we all wondered, back at the end of last year, who was going to take those off Pretty City Express, and we found out it was cease and desist. And they held them for a long time. So they did have a very breakout year in that aspect. I still think they're garbage human beings, though.
agreed.
Yeah, so about the peak of the pack, we are going to do the peak of the pack again next year. We're going to have to revamp how we do it. So that's going to take a little bit of time. The peak of the pack the peak awards will be back.
Mm-hmm.
Should the Lockettes division have another title / championship? No. No. We don't need any more.
No more championships.
Nope.
Too many championships is a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have a huge Lockettes division. We have a good Lockettes division, and it's getting bigger. But there's the right now. I think having that one title gives it a good. It's a good goal for every Lockette in that division. I think having too many titles kind of waters it down, and then I think it doesn't make competitors as hungry as they should be, because they're like, oh, I can go for this title. I think having that one major title kind of makes everyone more hungry, and I think makes better competition. If that's just my opinion.
I agree with you on that, Lucas. Absolutely. Like it almost detracts from, like, people don't. You should always want to be the top of the division, but sometimes when there's so many titles, like the charge title is different. You don't lose focus because you're a major champion. Like that charge title is like it's almost 1A to the Rocky Mountain Pro title. But when you start getting like like the Fed has with a couple other sub belts and this and that, it's kind of like, all right, well, I'm just happy being here. You become complacent.
Right. And I don't have a problem with having, the shows having their own title, because those are,
Right.
defended for that show. Like the Ignition title is to represent Ignition, which is its own, show that runs regularly on every Tuesday. So having that title, that's cool. The NRW championship is a completely different championship that's defended, in different ways. And so that title has kind of a different meaning. And obviously tag team championships is a completely different division. So yeah, I'm cool. I think right now Rocky Mountain Pro has the right number of titles. I wouldn't want any more. And I kind of would like them to stay how they are and not add anything else to it.
RMP is going strong for 15 years. Dudes and Belts is about to approach its 6-year anniversary. What are you most proud of in your time with RMP / Dudes and Belts?
Still being here.
Yeah. Lucas?
I think what I'm most proud of is that I've had the privilege and honor of calling matches of so many individuals for their first time matches. Watching them from their very start. I can't even, I've lost count of how many guys that I've been able to call their very first wrestling match. I can say that I was the very first commentator to call a Otis / Dozer pro wrestling match. No one else can say that. Not Michael Cole, nobody. It was me and Roberto Padilla and Charles. Yeah, that guy right up there too. Yeah, that's that's pretty darn cool. And I've been able to say that about a lot of people. And that's just really awesome to think that I've called matches of somebody's just starting out and then watch them grow into these big time stars that they are. You know, I called Anaya's very first match, and look at Anaya, look at, you know, a lot of these other stars. You know, I can't say I've called everybody's first match that's currently in the company, but I've called a good percentage of them their very first matches. So that's, to me, that's an honor that I feel very lucky to have done. So
Yeah, when I joke saying still be here, but it really is like, you know, we're nothing special. We're a couple, you know, a bunch of dudes from New England. We're very lucky to be able to do this for you guys and have RMP have, you know, the trust in us to let us do this every week. So I'm just very honored and happy to still be here and still doing it. Could have been told to take a hike a while ago.
Yeah, this is true. I have to concur with one coastal over here. It's been, again, hard to believe we're on 6 years right now, but
Whew.
who would have thought back in 2020 when we were just getting together talking about just random wrestling stuff, and then all of a sudden this RMP channel shows up, and 6 years later, here we are.
One good thing came out of COVID, it was us.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
COVID brought us
Yeah.
to your TV sets and phones and all that stuff for the last 6 years. So you can thank COVID for that one.
Yeah. When you guys first started, I didn't even know really hardly anything about Twitch. I was a complete moron. I still am, but I'm learning a little bit more about it. So, you know, it's been a good platform for us, and yeah, it's been fun doing this with you guys. So, I thank you guys for letting me be a part of it.
And we thank you for the dipshits who you filled in.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think I have any other questions up here. I did have one in my mind. Oh, don't tell me I lost it. I think I might have lost it. Oh, I found it. What was the most shocking return in 2025 in your opinion?
This was going to be one I was going to ask if you weren't so good. I'm glad you did that.
You're welcome.
Mine's easy. It's the wake. Nobody ever thought they'd get back together.
God,
Nobody ever did.
Fucking.
And they did.
But they've all been here.
Go back to your shrine and just have your way with yourself over in the corner, man.
No,
Jesus.
listen, okay, in all seriousness, mine is Draper because he came back completely different than the last time we saw him. He's no longer the fun-loving fanny pack wearing guy. Now he is as he said, in your girlfriend's DMs, out there to prove a point. Like, that's what shocked me was his return and the demeanor he was in.
All right, Lucas.
Yeah. Man, there's a bunch to choose from, isn't there?
That's why I asked the question. There is a
yeah.
shit ton of them.
You know, for me, the most shocking one, the one that I didn't see coming at all was Hunter Gray. I because of all the success he's had elsewhere, you know, in the past few years, I just thought that, you know, time had passed and I didn't think we'd see Hunter Gray back, but here we are, and man, it's been great seeing him. He brings something, a different element to Rocky Mountain Pro, right? It's the most unorthodox, unexpected, whatever type of offense, whatever you want to call it, and his incredible presence, you know, that physique and everything else. It's but yeah, when he came back, that one I think was the one that I couldn't believe. But you know, there was a part of me that I could see Lilith coming back. You know, that one, I mean, it was a shocker, but it wasn't completely shocking.
I think Anaya's mine.
Yeah, Anaya, you see, for me, that I just know that he Rocky Mountain Pro is where he started, and so I kind of and he considers himself kind of, you know, royalty in Rocky Mountain Pro, which he is, and I kind of had a feeling that eventually he would be back. he lives or he's come back to the Denver area, so it wasn't a complete shocker to me.
I mean, we had Lipto and Maddox and all those
Yeah.
guys come back.
Both of them. Yeah, it's been a huge year for returns. I can't.
There is
I don't-
room. There is room for one more from that era. And you want to take somebody off their pedestal for a second over here. If there's anybody listening over in RMP and the higher ups that might have this guy's phone number possibly in hand, I think we're due for a Steven Ashburn return. I don't know.
God, I knew
Oh,
you
no.
were gonna ruin my night and say that. Ugh.
I think it's
Wow.
about time. I
Leave
think
him
it's
alone.
about
He's on-
time.
No, leave him alone. He's probably out doing the things he loves, like closing orphanages around Christmas. So
Maybe he's
He's out
soft in his
enjoying
heart.
himself.
He did get married a few years ago, and
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. His life's intact. He doesn't have a lot going on. I mean, all these guys from back then are starting to slowly creep back into the fold here in RMP. Watch one more.
no, we do not need.
Watch
Ashburn.
one more.
No.
Anything to take Coastal off of his pedestal of the wake
Ugh.
here. That would be perfect. As a matter of fact, Preston, give him a call. Pay him whatever you need to. Get his ass down here.
Preston probably would pay him too.
Just for you.
Ugh.
Just for you. Oh.
Please, if that's my Christmas present, keep it.
Let's see. Johnny, I just want to say to you personally, thank you for trusting me both as a friend and as a moderator of your own personal channel. I never take anything for granted. Like a brother to me, and I'm extremely grateful to you. Same with Aiden. You both are incredible. I appreciate you. That being said, Johnny, Coastal, and Lucas, if you could write a letter to your younger selves, what would it say? Why are you giving us that question? Why do you give us that question?
That's too deep for this show. We're pretty shallow. We're not.
We're
we
a
don't
bunch
need to
of
go that deep.
assholes. What do
Mine
you
would
mean?
say to be continued. Hopefully.
Just you know what? Just be who you are. Be yourself. That's what I would say, because I think I was trying too hard in my earlier days to try to, be somebody I'm not. Just be yourself. Even if it's the goofball that you are right now. I'm talking to myself. Just be that person.
Yeah, what he said.
Mine would say always remind Johnny about Dr. Beefcake.
Shut up. That's never happening. Thankfully.
Ashburn comes back. I hope Beefcake does too.
As long as Cormac Battle doesn't come back.
Oh, boom. That's even better.
With the marching band. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will guarantee
No,
that
that
he will
has
never
to
come
happen.
back.
We need
I
a
will
guest
guarantee-
commentary spot. Lucas and Cormac battle. One
I
match.
guarantee.
Could you imagine Cormac Battle with Chopper City? He could
Yeah,
play the horns in
yeah.
Chopper City.
Dude, dude, it's lining up. The stars are aligning.
I can almost guarantee he will never come back to Rocky Mountain Pro. And not because of me either.
You realize you said that to a bunch of people, and they all
Yeah,
at some point
they
come back. So
Well, this one. I
never say
guarantee.
never. Just saying.
Oh, there's Sonny's
Oh,
old
there's Sonny
jab.
talking about my age again. Yeah.
Nice. But his first notes with a slab and a chisel.
They were hieroglyphics, Sonny.
They were hieroglyphics. They were.
We got Glenn Sheldon over there on YouTube. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you
Happy New
too,
Year.
sir. Thank you for
Merry
watching
Christmas.
RMP content television. All right, since I stole your question, Lucas, we got a few more minutes. What do you got?
All right, let me think about it.
I thought you had one.
Well, no, you took the one that I was thinking about, and so now no, I don't have one.
Well, I guess this explains why
Okay.
you're on commentary then.
Exactly. But hey, I think I've been doing a good job on commentary.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to
Okay.
disagree.
I've actually been having a good. So all jokes aside, I will say this: I've been having a great time doing commentary with Tony. I know we've given Tony a hard time on this. Uh, Tony's been great, a great commentary partner. Uh, I've been having a blast. I think the past couple times that we've been doing our pay per views have been some of the best commentary I've ever done in my career, and a lot of that's because Tony has been really easy to work with. I think he's gotten better over the past year. So yeah, I am. I'm happy doing commentary. I really am, guys. I love doing it. It's what I started doing in Rocky Mountain Pro slash NRW, 13 years ago. So I, uh, I like doing it, but I also like doing my commentary. I mean, my journalism thing, and so hopefully I will get back to doing that as well in the near future. There's going to be a big announcement about that. Stay tuned.
Oh
Are you gonna team
no.
up with Pumpernickel? So that dude's got it going on. I think you guys would be a good team.
Oh, don't you start now. Not you.
Are you retiring?
No, I'm not retiring. Far from it.
Sonny Flores did say Lucas is a good commentator to be at the desk with.
And thank you, Sonny. Sonny tried to do commentary. He did a ignition with me, and for his first time, he did fine. I was giving him a hard time about it, but
I thought you were gonna shit on him. I was about to
no,
say.
I'm not gonna shit on Sonny. I will crap on Sonny about a lot of things, but he's been great. He's done everything we've asked him to do in Rocky Mountain Pro. He got kind of thrown into ring announcing. I don't even think it was something that he initially really wanted to do full time, but he just kind of took to it.
That's what happens.
And ran with it.
That's what happens.
With it, and done a great job. He at first just wanted to do the ring announcing and not all the MC and all the other thing, but man, he's really, his personality's starting to show up at the shows, and he does great in front of the crowds now. So it's been great watching him grow as a ring announcer.
I know I mess around with a lot of people in the roster when they're in chat, especially Eric Reyes, but truth be told, you gotten me through some of the darkest days of my life this year, and I couldn't be luckier to have such wonderful people to call friends.
And that is what's awesome about Rocky Mountain Pro, is that there's a pretty tight-knit community, and some of us are better than others. But we try to give each other a hard time, but it's all in good fun. Except for you, Reyes.
Except for Stephen Ashburn.
Oh my god! Now you guys have to bring him back. You have to bring him back.
He makes my teeth itch.
Makes your teeth itch?
Yeah, he's weird.
Wow.
I don't like it.
How is he weird? I mean, he's not a good guy.
He always looks like he's up to evil things. Like he's an aura of badness. You get like that high, like you get too many high bad like frequency waves, and like, yeah, that's what it is. It's just
there's a lot of people in Rocky Mountain Pro over the years that I could say the same thing about.
How do you itch your teeth? I'm still kind of back on that one.
It's
like in your bones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't see it. All right.
He's an evil man, John.
Who, Ashburn?
He used to pretend to be French.
Yeah, that was back in the day. That was back in the day.
And sometimes you got to.
And the flag was on backwards. Come on, dude. The flag was on backwards. He seemed like a good dude when I talked to him. I mean, he was backstage with me when I was getting ready for my match in 2021. He seemed like a nice guy.
Well, he's being nice to you because he knew you were probably going to go out there and not come back. He's trying to reassure you, but you came back. I'm proud of you.
I know. I barely made it back, but I made it back. Triple I, on the other hand. Probably would be better off if he never saw Ashburn ever again, but
That is true.
The first time at Milestone, ladies and gentlemen, boy, what a treat. What a treat we got to witness there.
It's one of my favorite memories.
You want to talk about the past 6 years and we're reminiscing over the 6 years? Yep, I think that's 1A.
That whole trip, though, between that and the airbed and basement,
This is why we don't trust Mark to cook anything ever again.
and then the Winchell's donuts were great, except the septic truck out front.
the cockasucker was out front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Listening to Mark wheeze because he broke his rib. Damon broke his ribs as he's trying to sleep. That's the weirdest thing to try and go to sleep to.
I mean, you asked for it.
It's true.
I mean, you get what you get. We did a watch along this year of the Colorado Cup that year.
We did.
Boy, that was fun. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we wrap up the show here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last show of 2025. What a year. We got another year scheduled for 2026. If it's anything like this past year, it seems like 2026 is going to be the year for Rocky Mountain Pro. I know we say it every year, but I mean, it's really hard to beat what RMP and this whole entire community did this year. So, hats off to everybody at RMP. Hats off to everybody here at the Dudes. Hats off to all the guests we've had throughout the course of the year. Greatly appreciate you guys. And of course, everybody who tuned in every week to watch us ranter and babble and bitch at each other about RMP. We greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. We will be back January 4th. I didn't say June this time. January 4th. We will be reviewing Supercharge. All right. On New Year's Eve. I don't know what I plan on doing on my own personal channel. I know I will go live a couple times in the next couple weeks. So just keep an eye out for that. If you haven't followed me at all, follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/JohnnyDeathDrop. That's where you'll find me there. And of course, follow me on Twitter. I'll post when I go live every time. But I just don't have set days and times yet. As far as Dudes here, appreciate you guys. As always, sticking it out this year. Lucas, can't really say enough about you filling in for as much as you've done so far. So, appreciate you as always.
Been my privilege.
And Coastal, man, oh man. Another year coming.
Another one, buddy. Now we do 2 shows together. So,
yeah, we do.
twice the fun.
Other than that, I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're just gonna sign off unless Yaden's live. Can we see if Yaden's live? Does anybody know?
Yeah, let me. He is not. No.
Okay. Let me just take a quick look here to see. Because I just don't want to sign off if we have somebody from our side live. So.
Well, Hunter just went live if you want, but yeah, that's about it. We got.
Oh, you know what?
We could show Gritty some love. He streamed us. Did No Man's Land. We got up to 5,000 views because of that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it that, or was it just?
Well, I think
time?
that helped a lot because we were at about 3,000 after a week. It had already been out a week, and then he did a watch along, and man, yeah, numbers grew.
He says, "Hold
Another-
on a second, or he will fire me."
Okay, well then hold on.
Is that a good case scenario, or is that a bad case scenario if Marty gets fired?
No, or is he? Oh, I don't know. No, that's a bad thing. We need more Marty
Yeah.
in our life.
Yeah, we need more Marty. Always more Marty.
That would be an awkward car ride. Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
wait, if you're in the car, that means it's not going to be a second. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Where are you guys?
That's a good question.
Coming back from the show in Nevada, you guys ain't gonna be live by then, unless you plan on doing IRL. You guys doing?
Oh, he's hitting the button now. Yeah, he's going live.
Oh, okay. So guys, we'll be doing some IRL watching from.
This will actually be quite fun.
It might be, yeah.
I mean, they are the most funnest tag team on the planet. They're also
That is true.
They're also the most funnest streamers on the planet as well.
First off, Marty, who's driving? Is it him or you?
I would imagine it would be Yaden. I from what I hear, it.
Thank you
You
for
don't
the
want
follow,
Marty
Polaris Knights. As a barber, I love this show. It is every stage of beard grow. Nice. It's true. We
It's
didn't even
true.
think about it like that. He says we did this last
And-
night. Thanks for popping
And what's the funniest part about it is the oldest guy in the group is the one with the least amount of facial hair.
in. Yeah. True.
It does go in reverse.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm curious to see what we're watching before we raid over. All right. Let's do this. Give me a second, folks. Nope. He's not even live. What do you mean? Marty, you're lying to us, man. Is he live?
Yeah. No. Not yet, anyways.
Marty, hit the button. We'll raid you. Yep. Nope. Got nothing over there.
Nothing yet.
What are we doing?
We are waiting.
What happened?
What happened? Oh, there he is. He just popped. He just popped on.
Yaden or
Yeah, Yaden.
Marty?
Yaden.
okay,
Yaden.
got him. Yep. All right. Don't move.
Don't do anything
Hold
different.
still. Sorry, YouTube and Rumble probably sees this very weird, but we're trying to raid somebody.
And Johnny got bad news, man. Your guys are losing.
Shocker.
Down by 11.
That was expected. All right. Whoop. Hello. All right. There we go. Gain is on. My back is hurting from carrying this team. Sorry, Marty. I mean, you did kind of sign up for that one. So.
Yes.
So everybody, appreciate all you guys tuning in tonight. Last one of the year. We won't see you till January 4th. Make sure you tune in for the New Year's. Well, first off, tune in for the Christmas Eve special for Peak of the Pack. Find out who the number one contender is for the NRW Classic. Then tune in on New Year's Eve to see all the title matches that are coming down the pipeline. And Supercharge is looking like it's going to be a stack card. Make sure you are there. Same time as Charge would be, 7 p.m. Mountain Out time. That's 9 p.m. over in the eastern part of the regions on Wednesday on New Year's Eve. And then we'll be back covering that. So for all of us here, myself, Coastal, and Lucas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys on the 4th.